Buongiorno ragazzi.
A proud Italian, Como is one of the most beautiful places here.
It's not about the fame. I like risky things.
We're going on a fancy lunch the most fancy way. We became #1, the biggest sport nutrition brand in Europe. We started from bottom.
And now we're here.
Every year I take 400 people and fly them on one place for 4 days. And who I am, I'm a founder and CEO of a gymbeam company. I'm an e-commerce more than 20 years, but 12 years ago I founded this company. We have a revenues more than 300 million euros per year, and I'm still CEO and majority shareholder of a company of this size. And I can show you the life of a CEO. Why so big team building? Main reason is that we are quite international company. We have a team based in 16 countries and we want to meet 1 time per year in person. Another important reason is that we are a fitness company. Our colleagues love travel, don't drink alcohol, love sports activities, and this is why we used to meet 1 time per year, 4 days in some city. 2 years ago we was in Naples, Italy, 1 year ago in Athens, in Greece, and now we are back in Italy, in Milan. And why Milan, Italy? One of the reasons is that about 5 months ago we launched a brand new logistics center near Milan, Italy, and it's one of the most robotic warehouses in Europe. Another important reason is that we have a big team there. We have this logistic team, as I mentioned. Our marketing team for Italy market is based in Milan, Italy, and also many content creators are in this city. Average age in our company is 29 years. We will be more than 400 colleagues, 4 days. I will take this camera and you with me. Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie, motherfucker, too gone, motherfucker, way too gone. Young boy, nigga, getting too much money, I might well go buy 2 homes.
Sleeping on the floor, my heat, yeah. Filling up dope 1 liter, yeah. Filling up dope 1 liter, yeah. Serve my dope white beats, yeah. Serve my dope white beats, yeah.
We are on an airplane ready for a trip, and here is my friend and colleague Jakub, and we cooperate more than 9 years.
Yes, yeah. I believe this month is going to be like our 9th year.
And 9 years ago it was totally different situation. We started from bottom. I remember that you had only few thousands or hundreds subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, I believe it was like 6,000 subscribers. But
6,000.
YouTube was not as big as it is now, so it was quite big number, kind of, for a fitness content. But right now it's, like you said, started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah, and a few years ago we had a team building in our office.
And I told you, it was my first flight ever was to Košice, to the team building.
And now we rent a plane 3rd year in a row. I think that Lake Como is a so fancy destination. I'm really happy that I can spend time in a whole crew.
It works well when you get to know each other. You know, it's like the gymbeam company. It's like kind of like a family because we know each other. We are friends in real life, you know. So we meet outside of team buildings or photo shoots or video shoots. It feels more natural for us to meet like this on team building.
And you have a podcast where we cooperate as a company and with another content creators, and I think that it's another space where we can meet, and usually after that we go on a dinner.
Gymbeam is not strictly business, you know, it is, of course it's business, but also it's like friendly, you know, it's like chill. So of course I had offers from other companies, but I feel the best in Gymbeam. That's why we are together for so many years. You were at my wedding, you know, so it's like, I'm glad to be part of it. I'm glad to experience all of this. So I don't feel like any other companies do stuff like this, you know. It's unusual.
Buongiorno ragazzi. Čo sa stane v Miláne, ostane v Miláne. Marian, is it true that Wine Monster is for basic?
Yeah, it's for poor people.
And rich people on the Lake Como drink this Monster, right?
I like this one a little bit more than the white one, but maybe it's just because I'm used to White Monster.
Because you are too rich. Marian, where is our helicopter and Lamborghinis?
It was too basic for us. We are better than this because we want to stay humble and look like regular people. So
Old money car.
It's just old car, no money, just old.
Today we will show you our new warehouse, Gymbeam warehouse in Milan, Italy, and I was so many times here and I invited my friends Anya and Jakub and I will show them highest level of automation in Europe.
So why did you pick this particular spot in Milan?
The main reason is that we are so fast growing in Western Europe, and Milan have a really strategic position because it's something like a south part of Western Europe, and here we can really fast over to France. It's not so long distance. We have future plans that we will build another big fulfillment near Düsseldorf in Germany, and it will be for northwest part of Europe. Do you want to try this job manually, or do you want to replace this job with the AI?
I think I'll stick to AI. Yeah.
He doesn't know how to work.
And I think that one of the secret sauces of a Gymbeam company is efficiency. We build cross-border delivery logistics. What does it mean? That every day from our 2 warehouses go cars from 80 to 350 cars directly to 31 depots in Europe.
And is it the biggest warehouse of Gymbeam?
No, now we have a bigger in Košice, but here is 14,000 square meters.
The driving here is crazy. Now I understand why all of the Italians are like in chill mode and they have a time.
We just arrived on this beautiful Lake Como. We are more than 300 colleagues on a few venues, 2 big hotels and a few villas. On this villa we are 16 colleagues. I think that we have everything here, that we have a pool, there is jacuzzi. We arrived about 10 minutes ago and the whole crew is in jacuzzi. And also we have some saunas, and our colleagues send us equipment for workout. This event for 4 days and more than 300 people is organized by our internal team, and it's colleagues from HR department who have a full-time job with other responsibilities, but as a side quest they organize this event. They usually arrive a few days before us and send here products, prepare everything. When we arrive, it's everything ready. I expect that here will be some snacks and drinks. And that's true, our Gymbeam products. This is one of the rooms that here on this villa, it's 8 rooms, 16 people together share this villa. And of course, every room have a own bathroom. There's a famous book tell that leaders eat the last. That you can see that leaders go to jacuzzi last. Marian, I have 2 news, 1 good and 1 bad. You are expert in high-tech technologies. I don't know.
Bolo to naše, takže pôjde.
Pozrite sa, aký sú šťastní. Vidíte, keď sa budete dobre učiť, tak toto vás čaká. Jak to dobre si sa učil?
Som berie.
We are finishing day one. Day one was logistic operation because we arrived from 16 countries and it's not so easy. For example, from Germany, we arrived from 8 cities in 8 different times, arrived to Milan, to villas and hotels where we have accommodations during a whole day. Everybody had a company tour, our logistic fulfillment. A few colleagues have a cooking class and some programs, some city tours. And after fancy dinner, morning run, we're going on a fancy lunch the most fancy way. Now we are on a boat on the way from our villa to one of the most iconic hotel here on a Como. Guy who drives this boat showing us the most famous villa. Behind us is a villa which was in a Star Wars and Casino Royale. Many celebrities have villas here.
That's my baby. With no makeup, she a 10, and she the best with that head, even better than Corinne. She don't want money, she want the time we could spend. She said, 'cause I really need somebody to So tell me you're that somebody, girl.
Another big news is acquisition of a German company. We received the highest level of certification in sports nutrition industry, and in a few minutes we will start with the main event of this team building in this super fancy villa. In this villa was recorded movie Ocean 12 that George Clooney or Leonardo DiCaprio, and we prepared here entrance that will arrive a shuttle and buses here, and I will welcome in person everybody who will arrive. We expect about 380 colleagues will arrive here. After that, when they arrive with a welcome drink, then they can continue to the villa. There will be some finger foods, some small drinks, and here when they enter the villa, it will be main part of catering. Here can be so many people. I expected more than 400. We have a capacity for 380 persons, but I expect that upstairs and here can be so many people, and I will present some updates from a company for last quarter and plans for next year. I'm so happy that you mentioned that you are our customer.
Thank you, sir. I love that brand. I use the creatine every day. Look that.
My man.
Brown liquor made my dog insane. Booted up with geek, it's the same thing. Fish killer Molly, it's the same name.
Whew, I'm after about 300 cheers, and about 80 cheers is in front of me, and I think that is really important to have in-person communication, but we are so huge and it's impossible to have a quality relationship with everybody. I think that it's important, these small details like to cheers with them, have some small talk. It helps so much to relationship and trust to company.
Money make you greedy when you starving. Monisha, Topica, they vouching.
Organise is our Italian content creator, actor, and you come from Milan or this part of Italy?
Close. I'm coming originally from Venice, Venezia, and I'm living in Milan because of work, of course. Milan and Rome are the main cities where I'm living now.
Yeah. Can you tell something about Como?
You can tell that Como is one of the most beautiful places here, and one of the most loved places from all the actors of Los Angeles. Yeah. For example, there was George Clooney, who was a huge lover of this place. So now the Como team, you know that the Como soccer team is in the maximum league and has been built by an American company. So this is why Americans used to come here very often.
Many famous actors have villas here. Why this location is so popular?
I think because everywhere you want to see, there is a movie in it. Yeah. It's like living a movie, and you are like feeling yourself in a set. This is why all the American loves Italy. Yeah. If you go to America, and you've been there recently, everything is built very modern. Here you can feel history on your skin, and for them it's like a movie set. For us it's just normality. We feel very lucky about it.
Yeah, it's so nice. Nature, venues here, food is incredible. Italians love food, right?
And we are always welcoming people from all over the world. So this is why maybe the mix of cultures that comes here makes this place a rich place where to be.
You are a good seller of tourism too, Como.
You know what? Because I really love my country. I'm a proud Italian, and I hope that everyone can live Italy, our nation, in the best way, because it's something that we all have to take care of. I'm coming from one of the most ancient and particular city of the world, that is Venice, and one of the most delicate. It's a patrimonio of UNESCO, and I hope that our sons, our children, the next generation could live and love everything that we have.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, Alvisa.
Thank you so much. Ciao, guys.
Let's move on to the first part of our program. Please welcome our amazing CEO, Dalibor, Cicman.
Thanks to our amazing host, Honza. But it's really a pleasure because Honza is a 6th year in a row our host. We was founded only 12 years ago. That it's a real pleasure to cooperate so long time. Between us and really huge party is only 4 short presentations. Really huge new what I think that you definitely will know, because I share it everywhere, is that we became #1, the biggest sport nutrition brand in Europe. What happened last year was we received 30 million euros to our company big opportunity to take a loan. Together, it's the biggest ventures capital investment in the whole CE region in the year 2025. Fastest growing market now it's Italy, and the second fastest growing is Germany. We launched 2 new markets. We launched France and Netherlands, and we expand to much more countries. These machines, which we installed about 26, the first machine in Košice city, there is possibility to pick up for free orders, and also there is vending machine that you can buy about 20 products.
So one of the key milestones this year was the acquisition of German company Kaya Food, now rebranded as Gymbeam Germany. This wasn't just buying a factory for us, it was a strategic move. With it came the 2 key certifications, the Bio certificate and the IFS certificate, meaning our products meet the strictest European quality standards. We are constantly seeking new opportunities of how we can automate in our production lines. One of them is the automatic palletization. This means that once a product is made, instead of doing it manually, we plan to stack and organize those products onto the KLT boxes on pallets, ready for the next step in the supply chain. Some of you got the chance to walk through our Milan auto store, which is another key decision we've taken this year. This auto store allows us to offer next-day delivery to our customers in the Western markets. Inside, we operate an auto store system with 75,000 bins and 85 robots. Another key step this year was the robotic stocking. Once the goods arrive in the warehouse, we use this robotic arm to automatically load them into the auto store system. Currently, we have 8 robots across Košice and Milan, and 8 more are on their way. One person manages several robots. Currently, our record stands at shipping 8,000 orders in a single day that were only processed with this robotic arm.
We made our very first global collaboration with the DC, and together we created license shakers, Superman, Batman and Joker. Our Batman shakers sold out almost immediately. Over the past 6 months, we opened 2 of our new fitness hubs, one in Warsaw in Poland and another one in Vienna at Kartnerring, which is the top location in the city center. We created this new colorful design because most of the traditional brands are focused on performance or hard bodybuilding or science, but we wanted to take attention at the first glance. We will be launching new products like shampoo, shower gel, soap, and more by the end of the summer.
And finally, let's welcome Jakub Enžl to present for the IT department.
Welcome to the IT department presentation. The year is 2030. Robots and artificial intelligence are doing all the work for us, and I am living proof of that. I am not a human, I am Sarah, the voice of the Gymbeam blog. But even so, please allow me to invite to the stage our most amazing CTO, Jakub Enžl.
Grazie Sara. Tutti bene? Best introduction that I've ever met. Tutti bene. We have currently now about 20 AI agents in many departments about Gymbeam. Best option if you need to run AI locally.
Actually, one of the main questions that people are giving to me is, what is Gymbeam doing? No, not just about supplements and hardware, stuff like that, but also about events, about people, about influencer actors, sportsmen. And this is what I love, when something about passion and about hard work makes all these kind of words together. So thank you so much again.
As you said, I think that our secret ingredients of our company is the people. That it's all about people, and the best relationship is built offline, in person, in nice venues in Como.
Definitely, you're right. I came from rugby, that is a sport of people, a sport of team, and this is what I can see and what I can tell from Gymbeam. And this is not just, like we say in Italy, una sviolinata. This is something that I'm feeling myself on it.
I heard so many feedbacks like this, that this in-person contact, and that many content creators have a direct contact on me if it's
I mean, just the fact that you yourself you're here that means that you're enjoying and the people that are working with you are enjoying your presence. So,
But true is that I love it.
but I'm glad that it's not always like that. So we have to be gladful about it.
Anna, can you give me some advice as a YouTuber beginner, an introvert like you?
I don't know. You can maybe practice. So imagine you don't have a topic, so you're not recording. Just sit in front of the camera and just talk. Yeah.
I started with the Slovak language, and it was so much helpful because I was more confident, and now I'm beginning in English, and it's a little bit
actually,
challenging.
also for me, I was recording few years in my language, in Serbian. Then now I'm also trying in English. So I'm reading a script. A lot of times I'm practicing a little bit of accent, and then I record the video. All is good until it's not live.
I think that now it's big trend, hero streamers.
It is actually.
It's much harder, I think.
Yeah, it is very hard.
Do you want to try it sometimes?
Not really. I'm not a big fan of that. Better record than cut, edit, and upload, and be sure everything is great.
I think that you have talent for aesthetic pictures.
Thank you. Yeah, it's my new camera.
Is this camera something would make difference between iPhone and your camera?
Yeah, definitely. It's my first time using Fujifilm. I still don't know how to use it. But yeah, it has like a vintage vibe of pictures, so it's definitely for someone who like aesthetic places like this.
And you come from Bosnia, but you live in Dubai now?
Yes,
And
I'm from Bosnia, but I lived in Serbia and Belgrade 5 years. Then from Serbia I moved to Dubai.
And you are switching language from Serbian to English like me, right?
Yeah, but I still want to record in Serbian for million people follows me from Bosnia, Serbia, Croatia, Montenegro. It's the same language. So of course I want to continue to speak in let's say Balkan language for my people, but I want to try also in English, just like you.
Why this discomfort? Why you don't use your fame in the Balkan?
It's not about the fame. I got bored of when everything is the same, you know. With time, I like to change. So it's risky. I like risky things. Even if I don't do anything big with that, it's just nice feeling for me that I'm trying to do something.
I think that the best outputs what we have became from authenticity and not from direct script.
We have the same opinion. That's why we're working 2 years together.
Perfect. Thank you.
Bitches couldn't get on my incline. World tours, it's mine. 10 little letters and a big sign. Justin Bieber, you know I'ma hit him with the ether. Buns out, wiener, but I gotta keep an eye out for Selena. Beauty and the beast, beauty from the east.
Our team building continue, and in 10 minutes we will have some surprise. What do you expect? Which kind of surprise?
I have no idea, actually. I asked a couple people if they know what the surprise is, but no one knows. So I have no idea.
I think that our team buildings are every year on a higher and higher level. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm excited for next year because, like you said, every year you top the year before. So I'm excited for next year also. Like team buildings are getting bigger as the company is getting bigger.
Yeah. What do you think about Okomo?
I actually didn't know the place.
Yeah.
So I get to know it when we came here. But I heard it's like for the celebrities or people like that. So I believe that's why we are here. And it looks nice. Like movie friendly or Instagram friendly. Everything looks good. But it's so peaceful here. Like, you know, Italians, they don't stress. They're not in a rush. They are like chill, super slow. So it feels good.
Beauty from the streets, beat don't get the seats. Every time beauty on the beat.
Tomorrow is the 4th day of our trip and last day. Now we have a last dinner together, and I think that it's a question of many people how much cost team building like this. It's not a cheap thing. It cost about 700,000 euros, and on this team building was more than 400 people. I think that it's worth it. It was not only about one big party, but it was about quality time together during dinners like this. and we had a cooking class together and some sport activities. We usually in the morning run together, workouts together. Also we have workshops that our colleagues teach to our colleagues something, and our managers had an interface to build a relationship with them teams. I think that it's very hard to build quality relationships online, and I think that it's so necessary to meet offline a few times per year. And when we talk about rentability, it's really hard to measure these things, but I believe that long-term investments to the team, to your people, to the biggest asset of your company is always worth it. The fourth and the last day of a trip on this beautiful Lake Como. What I really love is that we are a fitness company. It's usually attract people who really love sports activities, sleep before midnight, don't drink alcohol. And we used to have a workout together in the morning, but today I choose a run alone. I used to do this in Vienna too, because it's helped me so much with the mood during the day. I used to have a 5 kilometers easy run, and during this about 22 minutes I can think about the whole day. After that I used to have a cold shower. It's a dopamine spike. And now we are arriving to the next team building activity, or two team building activities. We used to have this activity every year. It's a combination of a cooking class. We will have some unique Italian or Milan dishes. After that we will continue eat what we cook. I really love Italian food. It's my favorite kitchen, and the most favorite thing on an Italian kitchen is that I love quality of ingredients. It's a very tasty experience too. It was really nice aperitivo.
Yeah.
And Nicolas, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, we're gonna make pasta, of course, egg pasta dough. We're gonna make tagliatelle, ravioli. One pasta sauce will be tomato, and another one will be with truffle and gorgonzola.
What is your favorite Italian food?
Pasta for sure, and my favorite one is the easiest, that is tomato. Simple but super tasty. Just fresh tomato, onion, garlic, and the Parmigiano.
No, why not pizza?
Also pizza, but I would eat pasta almost every day, even twice a day. So yeah, my first choice is always pasta, and then pizza, yeah, of course.
What is the most typical food in Milan?
In Milan is risotto. Specifically in Milan, the most popular dish is saffron risotto. So a creamy risotto with saffron. We will make everything from scratch, using by hands. I hope you enjoy it.
Many people associate Italian kitchen with the longevity, this Mediterranean lifestyle. Is it healthy?
I think so, yeah. I also live on the sea, so I eat Mediterranean, and also in my town is close to Italy, so we prefer like pasta or something like that. Yeah. And also when my wife see that we are doing like pasta, she told me that I need to learn, and I will like do home.
I think the Mediterranean kitchen is so wide, so healthy. I think that it can have a big impact on the longevity and healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, it's cholesterol is minimum. I think that always this combination like low carbs, high protein. Yeah.
5-hour dinner.
Yeah, maybe olive oil. Healthy acids and something like that.
What is the biggest difference between Croatians and Italians?
Time. We don't have time.
You are faster?
Yeah.
Till we see fireworks in the sky. Can't say she belong to the street, she fuck with me cause I'm that guy. If you don't comprehend it, hope we can see eye to eye. Everything I said, it went over your head.
I'm tired, but I have so many memories with our team, and I think that it's so important. I think that in an age of AI, everything can be automated, but good relationships and trust in a company can't. Every year it's more and more important. Modern companies need a fast decision-making process, resilience, and big trust between managers and teams. And activities like this help so much with the trust in a big company in 16 countries. What do you think? What is the best investment to talent in your company? Please share to comment section which investment to your team have the best rentability. And if you like this channel, I will be really happy if you will subscribe or like this video. Bye!